Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Xillia 2. I think I've kind of figured out what is somewhat bothering me about this game. I don't want to oversell it. I don't want to act like this game is terrible, because it certainly isn't. But I think what is frustrating me about it is that you end up with a situation where, like, Luger, it makes sense for him to be as passive as he is when it comes to the Spurious Corporation. He's kind of in a box. Like, he's sort of a wanted person, and he kind of has to play ball with them and do what they want, or his entire life will turn to crap. What is annoying about it, and what's frustrating about it, is, first of all, that makes a lot less sense when it comes to the other characters. Like, why exactly is, When you start asking yourself, it's like, okay, well, like, why is Leia so passively going along with this? It's like, oh, well, she's trying to be a newspaper woman, and Spurious could fuck that up. Only in Elysium? Like, why are all of the characters from the first Xillia game all interested in Elysium, and none of them are freaking Rowan is the second in command of Rize Maxia. And Spurious has no power over there. I mean, the two worlds just got connected. Spurious, and that's the other thing. For an organization to be as strong as Spurious has to be for this plot to make sense, shouldn't there have been some sort of mention of them in the first game? Like, and you could argue, oh, well, none of your characters were from Elysium, except for Alvin, and he'd been gone forever, so they didn't know about Spurious. But a military power, or like a power this big, would have come up whenever Gaius all but put the place to the sword. Like, they apparently rose out of nowhere and have somehow taken over the whole freaking world just about. And I just have a hard time with that. I honestly feel like this story would have worked better if it were its own game instead of trying to add it on to Xillia, because you end up making all of your strong characters from Xillia subservient to this upstart organization that has never been in the series before, and it just doesn't make sense. Like, I'm starting to see why they have Mila be a different Mila in this version, because there's no way OG Mila would put up with this crap. Like, she just bring the 4 in and start smashing things, because she has poor impulse control. But that said, I'm not going to sit here and rant for a while. I think what's bothering me is that in order to accept the status quo that the game is trying to sell, we have to accept that all of the characters that we know and love from the previous game are passive enough to do this, and that just doesn't feel in keeping with their character. Like, maybe Elise would be. Elise would be like, oh, okay, well, let's go along with it. Mila, okay, well, she's a different Mila and one that's more passive. Rowan should not be putting up with this. I mean, I don't think he'd throw a fit and start breaking things, but he would certainly not be as, like, sit down and put up with it as this Rowan is being. Alvin's like, oh, Alvin's trying to make a new business. Alvin wouldn't care. Alvin would not roll over for anybody. But, ranting aside, hello, you're in the intro.
Mr. Bakor has been expecting you.
Well, yeah, he drugged me back here by the heels.
Hey! Say, have you heard anything from Julius?
I think Julius is in the party right now. Or not in the party, but he also got captured.
Nova, I've told you that's classified.
I'm off the clock. Just a question between friends.
Is Nova not salary? Like, does she have an off the clock? Because she calls me at all hours of the day.
Of course, you're right. He's your big brother after all. More than that, he practically raised you.
I hadn't noticed that there were, like, gray tips to her. Again, I think that's just a fashion thing in Elysium. Also, is Elise not going to talk about the little Tipo patch?
Going to be okay?
I still have to wonder, did we not bring Julius back with us? Because he was totally there and he totally got knocked on his ass. All right. Let's go see Mr. Bakur.
Think glasses guy is okay?
Glasses guy? I am not an amateur, sir. Okay, I actually literally am an amateur, but you don't have to call me out on it. Come on. Be a jerk about it.
Excellent work, Luger. You've gone above and beyond the call of duty. You must be proud of your talented brother.
That's enough. Don't go praising him for this.
You got that right. Doing a good job meant destroying my world.
They told me about you. What was your name again?
How do you not know who that is?
The former Maxwell.
You're serious?
Pretty skeptical for a destroyer of worlds.
Not because we want to. We do it to protect the Prime Dimension.
That reminds me, another thing I want to talk about is that I have a theory on why Kronos is doing this. I feel like Kronos was absolutely fine and just like almost wanted to sit back and see what would happen to the world up until Maxwell made the decision to abdicate his position to Mila. When that happened, Kronos just could not abide that decision. He doesn't understand the need for change. Like, interestingly enough, for a being of time, significant change, especially to the framework of reality, is something that he doesn't like. And so I feel like he started making all these fractured dimensions in order to find one in which Maxwell does not make that decision, Mila does not become the new Maxwell, and the worlds are not brought back together. I think he liked that world better, which is why we fought him in the fractured dimension we just went to, because that was one of the ones he was cultivating, and he was actually trying to draw all of the essence into that world and unmake this one, and in fact, unmake all of the other ones. Like, he basically says, yeah, I don't like this show, and he's making his own changes.
Also, we do it to reach the land of Canaan.
Canaan, the throne of the great spirit of the void, Origin, guarded by Kronos.
Wow.
You were serious
A lot of
about
great...
the Maxwell thing. I can see that now.
Just something I heard from my sister.
Then your sister is a very well-informed woman. Legend has it, Origin will grant the wish of the first human who comes before him to plead their case.
Wait. How would that legend even get started if no one's done it?
That was the pact made eons ago between humanity and spirits. The three primordial spirits.
Maxwell, Origin,
The
and
three were
Kronos?
Maxwell, Kronos, and the great spirit of the void,
Okay, yes.
Origin.
The pact came to be known as Origin's Trial.
Present yourself to the spirit of the void, and any wish may be granted.
Yes, the void gave birth to the whole of creation. Its great spirit, Origin, rules over all of his kind. A being so powerful could surely grant anything and everything.
What would you guys wish for?
Why did they agree to such a pact?
Yeah, that does seem unusual.
To test us, to test our strength, our will.
Wait, what is this
our
flashy
ambition.
stuff?
Or so some believe. Perhaps they just find enjoyment in watching humanity struggle.
I do have to wonder, and I'm sorry to keep interrupting, but is it possible that Origin set this thing up and whoever comes to them will make a wish, and if that wish is accepted, it will be granted? If not, the human will simply be unmade? So there's like a little caveat of the first human to survive a meeting with Origin that isn't actually stated.
Suffer.
The great spirits wouldn't do that.
No, they bear no love for us.
She was an essential cog in my machine.
Oh, hey, nice flashback.
You may be right. The scions of Kresnik have waged war amongst themselves for centuries, each one hoping to reach Canaan first.
Well, obviously none of them succeeded.
At times, father against son.
And occasionally, brother against brother.
Wait, women were never involved in this? Jeez, Kresnik, be less sexist.
Ditto that, guys. I mean, we have the waymarker after all. Let's just hightail it to Canaan.
Would that it were that simple, but alas, it's not.
A single waymarker won't get you to the land of Canaan. You'll need 5 in all.
Whoa, wait. Didn't we get the waymarker from unmaking the last Shadowed Reality, whenever we fought the Mila's corrupted sister, who I've conveniently forgotten the name of. I don't know what's wrong with me. I swear, names are just bad. I never remember freaking names. But yeah, whenever we fought her, did we get the waymarker? So how do you need 5 waymarkers? Things that, as far as I know, didn't even exist until recently when Chronos started making the alternate dimensions. Like, what?
This is but the first. Maxwell's temporal blade.
The others are the Longdow's Dust, the Seafall Phantom's Eye, the Arc Sentinel's Heart, and... the final one is still a mystery.
Do you have any of them other than the ones I just got?
Unfortunately, all of these items have fallen through the proverbial cracks in the prime dimension.
So they used to be here.
So we find them in the fractured ones, is that it?
Precisely. If a waymarker exists in a fractured dimension, it would have to be the entity that differs the most from its original nature in this one.
In other words, the waymarkers will always be divergence catalysts. And bringing the lost waymarkers back into the prime dimension is the real mission of the agents.
Not everyone is suited for a mission of this nature.
So basically, we have to destroy all the other worlds.
Must have a very specific power to carry matter from a fractured dimension into the prime one.
Here at Spirius, we have a title for those who possess that ability.
What, Kresniks?
They are the Keys of Krasnik.
Okay, I kind of thought so.
And by they, we mean you, Luger.
Yeah, isn't that L's power?
Quiet.
So why is Spirius trying to get to Canaan? What's your wish?
Oh, I was supposed to give that secret. Oh, is that why? Did Julius realize that she had the ability to bring the things back and did not want to allow Spirius to get their wish granted? Is that why he tried? Because it was so weird that he tried to kill El kind of out of nowhere.
Great Spirit origin to nullify the existence of the fractured dimensions. Their numbers increase. We are no longer able to deal with them one by one.
I am not at all convinced that's what you would wish for. You'd probably wish to become Origin.
Someone's hungry.
I can't help if my tummy's rumbly.
I didn't even hear it rumble.
I'll arrange for refreshments.
Why don't you just have Luger whip us up something?
Huh? Are you suggesting that Luger's a good cook?
Wait,
I guess he's okay. Mila too.
Well, someone had better feed this scrappy little thing before she passes out from hunger. Luger, I have no doubt you will reach the land of Canaan.
I mean, I will do my best. That is a true statement.
Good luck.
Ditto.
Luger, I never wanted this for you.
So I do have to wonder how...
I'm really hungry. Let's go to Luger's already. You should come too.
If I must.
Your team-up attacks have gotten way cool.
Thank you. Changed my mind about what? Like, I've been on your side this whole game, man. I guess I just kind of leave. Hopefully don't kill my brother. That would suck. Although, interestingly, they kind of... Well, they could. But they have to continuously, like, keep a secret the fact that he's here. Because the whole reason they've got me by the proverbial balls is the fact that the police consider me a suspect because he's disappeared. So, they can't let it be known that he's here. And they have to know that if they kill him, I won't work for them anymore. So that's probably his best defense at the moment. I wonder if this is going to end with us... I'm actually pretty sure Julius will... Because we had the option to fight him that last time. I think if we had opted to not... we had the option of either fighting Rideau or Julius. And if we had gone the other way, I'm pretty sure we would have fought Julius. But I still feel like they've got to have a reckoning Just realized I hadn't done that in a while. So, did that actually work? Like, Elle was like, oh, I'm hungry, and then all of a sudden, it was like, okay, meeting over. Kid is hungry. Okay, wait a minute. I just thought of something. Now that we've got this going on... Interesting. I'm not allowed to... Okay, I must just have to go eat. I was just like, let me check if there's a side story before I actually start anything. Although, I'm pretty sure it will stop you and be like, if you do this, the story will progress. I forget I'm on the second or third floor. I think I'm on the second. I might be on the third. Nope, looks like I'm on the third. Whoopsie-doo. Moving on up. Now we're moving on up.
Are you sure you're okay with having company right now?
I'll take the special.
You don't know what it is yet.
If it's the special, it's special.
So weird that Luger never said, hardly ever speaks.
Good news, huh, Elle?
Of course. Now we know how to get to the land of Canaan.
We have to destroy 4 other worlds.
By destroying other worlds?
It is what it is. Sorry.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Hey,
Muse, that's her name.
What? You agree with her?
well,
Oh, my bouquet. Is it spicy? We'll tell you how to make it L-style, smarty pants. Anyway, let's dig in. This is L-style.
Even to cook you depend on Spyrex.
Mila, about what you said before. The land of Canaan is where the Great Spirit Origin is, right? And he purifies...
So I thought they were working on... I guess Jude's working on Spy Right, but it's not really effective yet.
our souls and subjects them to reincarnation?
Like I said, that's just what my sister told me.
It has been nearly 2 millennia, but time grows short. Origin cannot continue purifying souls much longer.
I had forgotten about that.
When the Spyrite Vault went haywire, it said something about soul contamination.
Error, soul contamination spreading.
Spyrite?
Jude here is a Spyrite genius.
If I can perfect Spyrite technology, we won't need Spyrix anymore.
A world without Spyrex.
This is the best of all possible
Trouble
worlds.
with Spyrites is linked to the soul purification process. Even if it's not, if Canaan is so important that it will change the course of history, then it's somewhere I have to go. Mila!
You're coming with us, right?
Why would she?
You and me and Jude and everybody.
I'll tag along for a while. Long enough to confirm my world's fate, and not a moment more.
Sorry, Luger. I guess they didn't like the special.
Ella's amazing. Yeah, don't forget the kitty. Oh, they didn't voice act Rolo. Rolo said, meow, meow. No, we should go through. We're finally alone. There's some alone things we need to do. What? There's no. Are you just hugging the fact that she walked out and like didn't immediately stop? So, no L here. There are no L's in America. Alright, go down the first floor, see what we can find. Okay, yeah. This is our exit.
Hey, a little help?
God, she's adorable. They did such a good job with her in this game.
Hold up. Don't forget, you need me.
Oh God, who told her that?
You know, the key thingy. That special power of yours.
Is she wearing a backpack from Monsters Incorporated?
Doesn't it? I'm not trying to be mean, but it's worthless without me, right?
Yeah, but you also need it to get to Canaan, so it's in your best interest to keep helping us. Don't, I mean, give her the point.
Aha! You need my help, no ifs or buts. So, maybe you could come with me to Canaan.
I mean, yeah, obviously. Of course I will, there's no question. Like, this is Luger's actual goal. As much as he wants to...
You're giving it back? Oh, I get it. It doesn't matter which one of us carries it, because we're a team now.
Luger's such a good near-mute.
Give me your pinky, okay? It's important.
Oh, pinky swear? Circle, circle, dot, dot. That's not how you pinky swear.
Daddy told me a promise isn't really a promise unless you pinky swear on it. You gotta promise me we're going to the land of Canaan together.
Okay.
You better.
I've got to say, I mean, there aren't a lot of new characters in this, but they did an amazing job with Elle. Incredible. Super, super happy with how Elle turned out.
Luger, good news! You're free to travel to Sapstrap Sea Haven.
Awesome.
The payments keep rolling in, and everyone admires a man who pays his debts.
I do have to once again say, it doesn't make sense that they're extending my range of movement into Reze Maxia. Because again, Spurious has no real influence there. Like what, they're going to shut down the trains that don't exist? Like, nobody in Reze Maxia actually uses anything Spurious has influence over.
Oh, right! That's one step closer to Canaan.
Not really.
Whoa, Al seems unusually fired up.
There's nothing unusual about it. Maybe you've grown so old, so you've forgotten what it's like to be excited.
Dude, Elle, don't be rude.
Maybe you're right. I need to rediscover my passion.
Actually, even though I say that, Elle's a little bit right. It is very, very easy for me to get into a routine because I've been doing Let's Plays for so long. You gotta get that youthful energy back. You gotta remember that games are supposed to be fun and the joy of just simply playing them. Instead of being like, oh, it's like 3 in the morning and I just gotta hammer an episode out.
Congratulations! You're cleared for Sapstrap Sea Haven! Woo!
Everyone else in the office is like, Nova, shut the hell up!
Go get him! You can do it! Run!
I also, Nova doesn't have much of a character, but I am really enjoying her, for sure.
Okay, that's just weird. When things get tough, you know I'll be there to help. After all, it's one of my duties as your partner.
Oh my, why? Oh, Starfire Plus. Nice.
No, Mila. You have really big knockers.
What? Okay.
What? Where did you learn that? I swear, kids are such a hassle.
Oh man, writing for the paper has made me realize how truly horrible my penmanship is.
Oh, I'm right there with
When
you.
I turned in my last article, I could see pity in my editor's eyes. I gotta really practice now.
A world with no schism.
Oh, that's right, because Mila wouldn't have known about that.
And when humans use Spyrex, spirits don't die.
That's because Mila left us a whole bunch of mana.
Of course, we still have plenty of problems.
But it's a whole lot better than being at war.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm very sure that, like, no one dying is better than a war.
What guarantee do you have that this world will be better off than it was with the schism?
Well,
Well, you shouldn't be. At least not from someone who never even considered this as a possibility.
Mila, there are no guarantees in this world or in any other world. That just means we have to work all the harder to ensure that things work out the way we hope.
So the real question is what happened to the Mila of this world, and what's going to happen if they ever run into each
Do
other?
what must be done?
That's what I've been taught.
Well, isn't this world's Lord Maxwell just an inspiration to everyone?
You got some catching up to do.
La 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 la. I'm going to Canaan. I'm going to Canaan.
I don't know who her voice actress is, but she had such a fun job with this. You can just tell she loved it.
Well, aren't we in a good mood for no reason?
Bzz, wrong. I have plenty of reasons.
So what are they then?
Sorry, that's on a need-to-know basis. Isn't that right, Luger?
What's going on? Did something happen?
Well, she's got the Mila facial expressions down. Sorry, that's on a need-to-know basis.
Suit yourselves. As if I really care anyway.
I'm surprised that I didn't get closer to Elle from
Talk
that.
about an annoying duo.
She figured out we're a duo.
Is that your little secret?
No, and strictly speaking, we're partners.
Well, now I know that secret too, don't I?
Hey, you tricked me, you meanie. This is why you can't get a partner.
Rolo could be her partner.
Who asked you? I'd rather be alone anyway. I don't need your pity.
Rolo, best cat.
What are you laughing about? Ow! You two really are annoying. Tipo sure is made of strange material.
Yeah, he shows up on Nova's hat.
What are you doing?
It's soft to the touch, but what exactly is it?
It's felt.
Don't look at that part!
hey, cut that out! Tipo has certain secrets he wants to protect.
Does he?
What kind of secrets?
You know, various kinds.
Private secrets.
It wouldn't kill you to tell me some of them, you know.
Well, then they wouldn't be a secret. We already know you suck at keeping secrets, Mila.
Listen, Mila, Tipo is shy about his body.
The contents of half my body are highly classified. If it were to get out, we'd all be doomed.
You don't really understand him yourself, do you?
That's not true.
If you're so nosy, then why don't you tell us all what you're made of?
Oh, that is a great line from Tipo.
I'm made of kindness and rainbows.
No, you can't even keep a straight face with that one.
Oh, come on. Nothing? Not even a smile? Now this is just embarrassing. Thanks for nothing.
Oh man, all kinds of stuff.
This trip has been totally devoid of any romance.
Is it supposed to have romance? Aren't you like 13?
Oh, Lady Elise has reached an age where she suddenly cares about such things.
I guess I should say the 13-year-old is starting to consider romance, even though they don't understand it yet.
Shut up, Alvin. You don't need to join in.
Go easy on him. Alvin is has reached an age where he's suddenly desperate to fit in with us younger types.
It's only natural when you get older.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe they're right.
I mean, that does actually make sense. Alvin may be realizing he's approaching, like, lower middle age.
What? I'm still young and spry. Luger, say something to the insolent women folk. That joke's older than Rowan, you know. Maybe you're the one who's pushing middle age.
I had to do it, though.
Ah, Rollo. Only you and I understand the pain of male adulthood.
I love Rollo. Rollo, best cat. I know I said that already, but Rollo is not my favorite character in this game, but definitely my favorite mascot character of all the games I've played in the entirety of Forever. So, good job, Rollo. That's a good Rollo. So, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Next time we start going on the prowl for side things. Actually, let me just look real quick. So, there's one in Marksburg. Oh, wow, there's a lot of them. And there's also... Oh, that is awesome. It will tell me if there's a quest in an area I haven't been to yet. That is immersion. Thank you, game designers. You are okay. But with that, I'll go ahead and see you all next time. Thank you very much for tuning in.